Hey guys, this is Dan from Guitar from the Heart. Today I'm going to show you how you can basically use one chord to recreate a popular kind of old school bluesy sound, and then how you can use the pentatonic scale to jam over that. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're gonna do basically two different bar chords today, and I believe I showed these in one of my earlier videos on sevenths. I may be mistaken, but basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna do like an A major bar chord, but lift up our pinky, and this creates what's called an A7 chord, which is properly called the A dominant 7. So we're going to be in the key of A, and this is going to be our 1 chord. And what we're going to do, just like we have the A dominant 7 as our 1 chord, we're going to use a dominant 7 for our 4 chord and a dominant 7 for our 5 chord. So the progression is like 1, 4, 5, but you have A7. What's the 4 in the key of A? A, B, C sharp, D. So it's going to be a D7, and then a 5 is going to be E7. So we're going to have an A7 chord, a D7, and an E7. Those are going to be the 3 chords we're working with to create this progression, which I'm sure you'll be familiar with when you hear it, because we've all heard it like a million times since we were growing up. So again, starting with the A7, we're going to move down to the 4 by taking our index finger and coming down here now to the 5th fret of the A string, and we're gonna imagine if you're doing a D major bar chord like this, but instead of barring this finger, we're gonna lift it up and we're gonna play like a power chord here with our ring finger. We're gonna keep this finger barred, we're gonna skip the G string, and we're going to come down here with our pinky to the B string on the 7th fret. So we're going to fret it like this, right? 5, 7, 5, 7. And then you can bar out the high E string if you want, and you're going to get that D7 chord. So the voicing is the same like the A7, but now with the 5th string root. Okay? So far we have A7, we have D7. And then go up with this shape now 2 frets to the E as our root note and play the same chord here. And that's going to be our 5. Because technically this is not harmonized. These are not the chords you'll get if you harmonize the major scale. This is a blues thing. It's different, right? But so we have an A7, a D7, and an E7. Okay? And when we put them together, we get something like this. I'm just gonna make up a groove on the spot. Back to the 1. Go into the 5. Could do a little, just walk down 1 fret at a time there with the same chord. Back to the 4. Right, so we had like a 1, 4, 5 progression, but it's not 1 major, 4 major, 5 major. It's 1 dominant 7, 4 dominant 7, 5 dominant 7, and we get this blues kind of vibe. Alright, so what I did and what you can do is now take that progression and record it. I did it in my computer here, and I just took like a little section and I repeated it over and over and over and over. This is something that I like to do when I want to kind of like jam over a chord progression that I wrote or whatever, or just try to come up with musical ideas over something in the background. I'll just repeat it and then see as I play over it what comes to mind. So what we're gonna do here in this video is just basically two concepts. So already what I showed you, the 1, the 4, and the 5 all dominant, and then we're gonna take the minor pentatonic scale and play it over that. So we're in the key of A, right? We've started at A7. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play starting with the A, and we're gonna go 1, 4, 1, 3 on the 5th string, 1, 4 on the 4th string, 1, 3, sorry. 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3 on the 3rd string, and 1, 4 and 1, 4 on the top 2 strings. Yeah, basically, the minor pentatonic scale, the box shape, right? That everybody learns first. And we're gonna use that, and I'm gonna use those notes and play it over the chord progression that I recorded, and just try to come up with stuff and jam and and what you'll see is that between this chord progression and throwing the pentatonic over it, you get that really cool kind of blues vibe. And we're gonna find that we can come up with phrases that you'll more than likely find yourself coming up with phrases that you've heard through the years, but then maybe your own stuff or your own variants of it. So let's see how that works out. So this is what I recorded before. I'll throw a pentatonic scale over it. If you're not really sure, you can start right there. Right? And then you can start to break it up into little pieces. We start somewhere else. When we're improvising, what we tend to do is just really take little pieces of the scale and work them. You know? And then you could just play with it. So what I like to do is do a ton of things like this, so I have plenty of time to come up with cool ideas. Fail. Pauses are very important. So basically, look at that. I only went through what, like 5 or 6 other times around, and I got like 10 more. And you can, you know, keep going until you're all sweaty and until your fingers are hurting. But basically, this is what you can do to get a quick and easy blues thing going on. Those 3 chords. Work that progression, record it on your phone or whatever way you can record it. Play back over it, use the pentatonic scale, come up with your own ideas, and have fun with that. Thank you for watching, and make sure that you put this to practice and come up with your own cool stuff, and subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up if you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.